right, here we go. Tryout Saturday in the Action Racing Series. Happening now. Boom. All right. It's good to have everybody out there in the audience, as well as everybody out there on the track, especially the guys out on the track. There's not really a show out here if there's nobody on the track. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Now, like everything's working. I'm up here with Smiley in the broadcast booth. Hey, Smiley, how you doing? If you haven't done it, make sure that you like and subscribe. We're trying to get 500 subscriptions to broaden our reach out there. And yeah, it's a small field out there. So if you're a member of the Action Racing Series and you want to race with us, you've got about 12 minutes to show up for the race. Right now, it looks like there's only 3 drivers out there on the track. So this could be a challenging little broadcast, trying to keep anybody interested in the race. Usually, if there's a small field like this, then there's only like the only time that the cars are together is right there at the very beginning, and then they start spreading out. So yeah, if you're not in there and you're an Action Racing Series member, jump into the race. If you're not familiar with what we do here, and I was at lunch with a old friend of mine from when job I used to work at, and he was asking questions like, "Do you have more cars than that you race with out there on the track?" So it made me realize that there's a lot of people who watch these broadcasts that's not familiar with iRacing. Yeah, we race on Mondays at the Action Racing Series. We race on Mondays. We race on Tuesdays. We race on Fridays and Saturdays. And all those 4 series that we have are different cars, different kind of cars that you can race. But we all race on the iRacing platform. So if you're not familiar with the iRacing platform, there's all kinds of cars that you can purchase and race with. Mondays we race the ARCA cars. That's our oval NASCAR oval stuff, and that one's super fun. Oh my gosh, I love those. But Tuesdays we race the NASCAR trucks, the Craftsman trucks, and thanks to Ivan Garcia, he puts that series together for us. And that's our Super Speedway series. And on Fridays we race our open wheels, which is the Indy cars. It's the 2000 IndyCar 2000s and the PM 18s, but they're the open wheels. We raced those last night. And then Saturday we race the Porsche Cup cars. These cars, the 911 Porsche Cup cars, they didn't have anti-lock brakes or traction control or anything like that, and so they're really difficult. But they're a higher profile, and they are on road races. So the road races generally will if we're on a road race, then we keep the damage turned off, so that if you're not comfortable on a road race and you run off, you hit the wall or something like that, it'll automatically fix itself and you can come back out on to the track. Keep doing your laps. Keep doing laps, because the more seat time you get, the better you're going to be at that. But yeah, and Scott Erickson puts that series on for us on Saturdays tonight. You'll see here, and the way the iRacing platform works is you have multiple kind of cars, you have multiple tracks that you can race with, and you can race with all kinds of people when you're doing that sort of thing. What we do in the Action Racing Series is we allow you to race with people who you're going to get familiar with, got like over 180 members. So we help provide a racing base. And if you're a member of the Action Racing Series and there's a specific kind of car that you want to race with, a specific type of discipline that you want to race with, let me know. We'll set it up for you. If you want to be an admin to those races, then all you do is pay for whatever it costs to put those races together. Usually, if we do a 12 lap season, it's like $25 US. So, but yeah, and we'll be happy to get that thing going for you. And all the people who are members of the Action Racing Series who like that sort of discipline, they'll jump into the race with you, especially if it's a night that everybody's available, because there's a lot of nights that people just aren't available, and weekends people like their weekends, so they don't show up on weekends. Maybe one day here, one day there. Now we have NASCAR racing that goes on Saturdays. Right now they're at Bristol for the Cup race, so it's going to be hard to find racers on nights where there's a big sporting event like NASCAR. There's also um, NFL football that has started again on Sundays. So, and college football on Saturdays. So weekends is kind of compromised, but hey, you never know. There's some nights everybody shows up. Some nights very few people show up. What are you gonna do? This is all about the people who do show up. But yeah, come on out. If you're not a member of the Action Racing Series and you want to race in a league, start racing with some people that you can trust on the track. Then and you've got iRacing, then go over there and find a league. There's a button up there when you hit leagues. There's on the top right, you can find a league. You can search for a league, and you just type in their Action Racing Series. There's this new league out there called the Fast Action Racing Series. That might pop up. That's not us. We are the original, the Action Racing Series. So click on that. We don't have any iRacing restrictions, and we don't have any license restrictions. We also don't have any safety rating restrictions. Hit the apply button. We'll wave you through. You can be racing with us immediately. And we'll be out of here. Have a good time with each other. Tonight, we're at the Circuit. What is that? Gilles-Villeneuve. I'm in Nashville, so I barely speak English, but yeah, it's gonna be exciting. It's kind of a small track with some big turns in it, so it'll be kind of exciting to watch these guys go around here. We have who do we have out here on the top? We've got Kyle Barnes at the top, Scott Erickson in second, Joshua Condi, Bob Williams, Dana Van Meter, Ivan Garcia, Adam Snyder, Aaron Sayre, and Jose Gill on there. So this season's running pretty well. Looks like we've got Brian Davis out there and Scott Erickson. So Scott has a chance of actually taking over the lead if Kyle doesn't show up. He's got 4.5 minutes to show up. And Adam Snyder down there. So, yeah. So Scott's got a chance of actually taking the lead here. He just took the lead in the open wheel series last night. So let's get this thing. What do you think there, Smiley? You think we got a race coming up here? Yeah. Let's make sure that we give a shout out to our sponsors, our corporate partners out there: Lenovo, Amazon, Hilton, GV, Shopify, Southwest Airlines, Hilton, Wine Express, and Bartesian. Now, these guys right here are affiliate partners, and so there's a link in the description below, or if you go to actionracingseries.com, There's a corporate partners link there. And if you go through the link that has our special code on there, the URL, then we get a little bit of a kick from any of those purchases that you make. And we appreciate that. But it doesn't cost you anything extra. Just we just get a little bit of a kick from that. It lets us know that what we're doing is worthwhile, and we have some support out there. So if you would give them a visit, check them out, and we appreciate that. We also have a merchandise store. You can pick you up a T-shirt, a coffee cup, baseball cap, whatever. If you do that, then we're all race fans here, and if you show up to one of these events and you're wearing your Action Racing Series gear, then it'll strike up a conversation. Who knows? Maybe you've been racing with this person for a couple of years now. But yeah, pick you up some Action Racing Series merchandise. We get a little bit of a kick from that as well. It's not a whole lot, but it is something that lets us know that what we're doing is worthwhile, and we appreciate that. I also want to make sure I give a shout out to Kent Hundley. He runs this Shockeye Drive Racing Performance Program. If you're new to iRacing and you want to increase your talent, he has one-on-one coaching. He's got setups for the cars that they run in the official series on iRacing. Scan that QR code and or go to Facebook. That's his Facebook page. Go to Facebook and search for Shockeye Racing Performance, and let him know that you're interested in figuring out how to get around the tracks a whole lot better. Yeah, we don't get anything for that. Just as a disclosure, he's won multiple championships out here. He knows what he's doing, and I want to make sure that I promote our drivers whenever I can. Awesome. Got a minute and a half until the first heat race. What we do here on Saturdays is we race. We do practice. The track opens at 7:30 Eastern. You go in there, do some practice. That's what they're doing now. And then we start the heat race. Last week on Saturday, we had 2 heat races. It looks like we're only going to have one this time. There's only like 3 people out there on the track now. So everybody's going to get top 3 here. There's going to be a podium out there. Let me go ahead and take us down there to the track so that we can be there for that first heat race. And again, I want to thank Scott Erickson for putting this together for us. Appreciate that. Cue that flyover, and we'll meet you down at the track. Woohoo! We got some practicing still going on here. It says 2 to go up there on the right-hand side. That means that there's only time for 2 more laps for these guys to do out there. Nice. Yeah, this is going to be a small field tonight. Very small field. There's a heat race about to kick off. Once those heat races start going, nobody else will be allowed to join. And you'll take a look at that timer there. We have run out of time. Let me turn my camera off. There'll be 1 heat race. It's going to be 3 drivers. There's a pace car that's out. This is never about the people who don't show up. It's always going to be about the people who do show up. Grid is setting up. It's going to be a standing start. 3 cars are out.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag, green flag. They're off. 6 laps. Got Scott Erickson in that number 50. In the number 2 is Brian Davis. And the 21, Adam Snyder. He runs off the course a bit there. Get back together. Brian's out front. Got Scott behind him. Now, like I said, the damage is turned off on these road races. So if they run off the track, they hit the wall and they damage their Porsche, it'll automatically fix itself. Scott is a second and a half behind, or a second behind Brian right now. If you take a look at the top right, you'll see the track map. This is what these drivers actually have to go around. What it looks like. You can keep up with your favorite driver up there. It's got little numbers inside the dots there. They're about to hit the start-finish line, and Brian is actually about to get he leads that first lap of 6. 5 to go. Adam has dropped back to 9.5 seconds behind second place. Like Bill Carnahan has jumped into the Discord server. I don't know if he is here in time to race with us. If you're a member of the Action Racing Series and you want to broadcast this, all these things that we do here is available to all the members of the Action Racing Series. So just jump into the green room in the Discord server. As soon as I see you, I'll pull you up. You can help broadcast the race. You don't have to be on the camera. If you want to be on the camera, we have to get that set up prior to the race. So nobody will see your pretty face. Come in after the race has started. Brian is working on leading his second lap here. Half a second behind Brian is Scott Erickson, and Adam Snyder right behind him. Adam is about to hit that start-finish line here. Bam. He's there. Adam just upgraded his equipment. He's still trying to get used to the new steering wheel and pedal set up that he's got here. But he's doing a fine job with it. Brian's got to be feeling some heat. Oh, and Brian goes around. Scott will take that front position. You know, there's not any pressure on Brian now. What it looks like out his windshield. He's that car of Scott Erickson, the number 50, driving out over the horizon. They are halfway now. Got Ericsson out front in that number 50. That's the BMP. That's Biomedical Polymers. It's a company that Scott works with out there, sponsoring his car. Brian has dropped back 3.5 seconds behind the leader, Scott Ericsson. See him coming up behind him there. Hey, Steven, how you doing? It's a small field tonight, brother. We got 3 cars on the track. Happy Saturday to you, too. We're about to hit lap 5 of 6. 2 to go. Scott has taken a commanding lead. He's 3 seconds in front of second place of Brian Davis, and Adam Snyder has dropped back over 2 minutes behind second place. Oh, Scott does a little grass cutting back there. Tough turn right there. Big right hand. Brian still within sight. Scott has just got this worked out. He's smooth. That's the white flag right there. This is lap 6 of 6. Oh, and Scott locks up the brakes. Brian takes that top spot. Brian's, oh no, that was Adam. Adam is pointed the wrong direction. Got 2.5 seconds behind Brian. Brian's running his way. He's on the straight. All he's got to do is hold that gas down. Get across that start-finish line. He'll win the heat race. Congratulations to Brian. Checker flag for Brian Davis. Good job, everybody. Great job, everybody. Scott's off there in the grass. That will finish the heat race portion. Bill is not able to get in. Time for the feature. Brian's going to be up front. Scott Erickson, Adam Snyder.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag, green flag. Now, this is a timed race. This is 45 minutes, about 35 laps. Brian gets a good jump there. Oh, Brian runs off the track. He comes back up. Scott will get around him. Adam is getting around him. They look like they bumped a little bit. A little door-to-door action. Gonna have to affect our rating. Go from a PG to an R rating. Oh, and Adam into the wall. Brian is flying. Only a second behind Scott Erickson. They're up there on the straightaway. They got a little juke that they have to make, and then to the start finish, Scott will be leading the first lap if everything stays the way it is. Job for Scott leading that first lap. Brian is showing some skill. You can keep up with Scott Erickson on these tracks. Scott runs off the track a bit. He brings up a bear. Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, that's just action, riding a bear across the track. Get it cleared off here in just a second. Get him, Scott. He's running. He's 5 seconds in front of Brian now. Brian must have got tangled up with the bear. Brian's going to lead this lap. Bam. Or excuse me, I'm sorry. Scott's going to lead this lap. Bam. Brian's not far behind him. He is closed in within 5 seconds. Adam, he is 36 seconds behind Brian. Still on the track, still having a good time. Get that new wheel worked out. Goes through the juke. Hit that start finish line. He's still on the lead lap. This is the first time I've ever seen this track before. See Brian closing in within 4 seconds. Scott. Going into lap 4 of 35 or 39 and a half minutes left in the race. Scott is showing the way. You can learn a lot if you're a iRacing fan. You can learn a lot about getting around these tracks and ride around the cockpit with people like Scott Erickson. Brian still 3.5 seconds behind Scott. Adam out there, he is beating it up. Doing a great job. Like I said before, I appreciate everybody who does show up for these races. That makes it the show it is. And everybody out there in the audience as well. Just know that what we're doing is worthwhile. If you take a look at the track map, as Scott gets off into the grass, he catches it though. To the right, on the top, you have the track map itself. To the left is the reference car, whoever the camera is focused on. Currently is Brian Davis. And now Scott Erickson. And then to the left of the reference car, you have the standings where they're currently at on the track as far as lead or have you. And then also tells information up there, the track temperature, the ambient temperature, track name, what session we're currently in. so that you know where your favorite driver is. If you have a favorite driver out there and you want to give them a shout out in the live chat, then do so. They like to know that they have followers out there. Scott's got Brian right there behind him. He's within a second and a half. We're under 35 minutes left in the race. Woohoo! Scott got close to that wall. They will need to make a pit stop. I don't think they can make it on a full tank of gas, a complete 45 minutes. It's going to come up just short. They should be inside their pit window right now. Brian is staying right close and tight behind Scott. Adam runs off the track just a hair. My biggest issue whenever I'm running road races is focus. If you've watched this before, I think I've said this before. I just start drifting off into my own space, and then next thing I know, I'm running through a turn. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get a Pro Series started here. Keep it would offer cash prizes, whatnot. So keep tuning in for the details on that. Scott leads that 9th lap. Got just over 30 minutes left in the race. Scott has drifted out a little bit on Brian. Brian's still right there in the killing area. You can still get to him. Oh, there's some dirt that was kicked up right there. Scott is catching Adam. Adam in lap number 9 is about to go a lap down. There he goes. Scott and Brian get around Adam. There's the little juke on the front stretch. I have never driven this. Oh, it looks like Adam gets off the track there a bit. Car's all better. Is it going again? But yeah, never driven this course. Matter of fact, I just downloaded it just before this race. But it does look like it'd be a fun track to run. One thing about road racing that is probably more to the detriment. You know, it's a lot of people love the road racing, and that's fine. I'd much rather do ovals, NASCAR racing. Like Scott is making way around. There you go. But we're at the halfway point. But you'll find yourself racing the track more than you are racing anybody else. Brian is keeping it close, though. I'm a big fan of having cars around me. But those avid road racers, though, they're out. Oh, and Brian's going around. Spraying for mosquitoes. You got it all taken care of. But sometimes you'll be in these races where the biggest competitor that you have around you is going to be the track. These road races. Just under 26 minutes left in the race. They're definitely starting to think about when they're going to make that pit stop. Even the leader. Oh, you can see Brian, he is hoofing it back there. He's trying to catch back up. He's dropped back to under 10 seconds from the leader. 9.5. Phew, man, Scott is flying. It's that big turn. Look at the top right of your screen. You can see it. Scott making his way around there, negotiating these turns. Good little juke there. Little S's, and he will lead the 12th lap. Oh, yeah, Steven. It looks like Brian is going in for his pit stop. Scott's going to see that happening right now. He's going to know he's got a pit stop coming up. Yeah, Smiley's still out there. He is. There he goes. One for Steven. He's hanging out. I can't do this without Smiley, that's for sure. Brian's on his out lap. He's coming out of the pits. Get back up to speed. There goes Scott in for his pit stop. He's got a minute to spare. Doesn't look like he's changing any tires. Got 44. Oh, there's his tires. Brian is 39 seconds behind. So he is getting some tires. Come Brian. Got still into the pits. See if Brian's going to catch him. Scott's on his out lap now. Brian's going to be right behind him, 12 seconds. That was close. They both got tires, obviously. Looks like Adam is also on his out lap. He went in with the leader. "20 minutes left in the race." Scott is showing the way. Got 14 seconds on Brian. See how Brian makes that turn right there. Going through the S's here. Close. Great job there. He gets it in there. See how Adam seems to come out wide on this turn. Great job. Lots of concentration. Here he comes into that turn. Going into the pits. Maybe he has a pass-through penalty. If you get so many incidents, then you have to do a penalty, drive-through penalty, and it looks like that is exactly what Adam's doing right there. So an incident is, if you're not familiar with it, if you run off the track, you get 2 incident points. If you hit some wall, do some damage to your car, it's like a 4 incident issue. So once you hit so many incident points, then you have to go do a penalty, and then that's always frustrating. You have to make sure that you drive the speed limit whenever you do the pass-through penalty. It's a whole lot slower than you were normally going. Scott is catching up to Adam here. Adam gives him some room to get around him. Great job. Adam will go 2 laps down here once we hit the start-finish line. Oh, Adam runs into the... Going back through, maybe he sped through the penalty. So he's going back to serve another pass-through. there's a few things that could happen whenever you're going into the pits. Either you could not enter the pits safely, meaning that you came in on the wrong side of the cone, or you sped what you were going too fast through the pit lane, or you exited the pit unsafely. And if that happens, you have to, your penalty never gets cleared. You have to go back through and try to do it again. Already, whenever you're going to serve a penalty, you're going to be frustrated. So it just compounds whenever you have to keep going back through and serving that penalty over and over again. Got a little smoke coming off the back of Scott's car there as he exited that turn. It says 10 to go. We're looking at 14 minutes. About to finish this race up here. Scott is not showing any signs of making a mistake here. Looks like Adam is back in the pits. "14 seconds behind Scott is Brian. He's making it happen. You were in the car with him on the passenger side. They happened to put in a seat for you to sit in. This is what you would be looking at. This is out his windshield from the driver's side. Looks like Scott got around Adam again. About to put him another lap down. Adam on his out lap. He just came out of the pits once again. Oh, Adam cuts the course. Adam is just getting the hang of that new wheel. So we got to cut him a little slack. I applaud him for hanging out there and persevering here, especially with the likes of Brian and Scott out here racing around this track. He is not giving up. Scott using every bit of the track out here that is available to him. Looks like a pretty good surface on the track there. It doesn't look like they're bouncing around too much for a Canadian track. You'd expect more potholes in there. That'll be lap 20. Scott led there. Going into lap 21 now. Less than 10 minutes. Less than 9 minutes to go in the race. We're getting to the end of this one. We're going to put it in you can. Again, I want to thank Scott for putting this race on for us. He has been awesome with this Porsche Cup race here. Looks like Adam is in the pits again. He is struggling. Jacked up. Now, there's one thing about racing online is you have different things. If you're out there and you're racing in real life, you're in the car and you don't have things like your family and wife, kids, internet issues. You don't have those sort of things that crop up racing. There's no telling what's going on there at Adam's house right now. Scott is keeping it down. Six minutes left in the race. There is no way we're going to do 35 laps here. I don't see 35 laps here. We were talking about 4 more laps, I'm thinking. Says up there 5 to go. Wave him through there, Smiley. Brian 17 seconds behind. Still making it happen. Scott taking the big turn there. Should be about 4 to go once he hits the start finish line here. He's going to do this little juke. Be on the straightaway. Brian will be right behind him. Adam's still in the pits. This will put Scott, if he can hold out, and Brian is now 22 seconds. There must be something up with Brian. Look at the smoke behind him. Like there was an issue right there. Oh, yeah. Hits that turn. Whoa, he just carries, his rear end comes out from behind him. But yeah, if Scott finishes this out and wins this race, that will put him in front of Kyle Barnes tonight. And he'll be leading in the Friday night series as well as the Saturday night series. Yeah, but then again, you never know if something's going to happen and these guys can't show up for one night or 2 nights of racing. Scott's going to hit this little juke up here, and he will have led lap 25. Two to go, it says. What a clinic. He makes this thing look easy, but it is not easy. Adam's back out on the track. There's some debris out there on the track. Some issues have happened right there in that spot. It's like Adam's up there about 5.5 seconds in front of him. Scott, I mean. Here we come to the start-finish line. I didn't see the checker flag, but I believe that was the checker flag. Congratulations to Scott Erickson. Yeah, I never owned it until we were going to race on it here. This is the first time I've seen the track. Scott wins the race. Congratulations. Woohoo! Job. And Brian got him in second place. Everybody gets on the podium tonight. That is awesome. Here comes Adam. Go watch Adam. Come on, Adam, you can make it. Good job. So you look down here in the standings. You got Scott Erickson out front. Got that first. Second place is Brian Davis and Adam Snyder in third once he hits that start-finish line here. He doesn't even have to make it to the start-finish. He's got his podium. Great job, everybody. That was so much fun. Watch you guys do this. Awesome job. Appreciate everybody who comes out for these things. It's, like I said before, it's not a show without you guys. And, wow. That's the circuit. How do you pronounce that? Gilles-Villeneuve? I'm not sure. Thanks a lot for everybody watching. Steven, you guys are awesome. We will come back here on Monday and broadcast the ARCA race. That's always exciting. Make sure that if you haven't done so, like and subscribe. And we'll do this again on Monday. We'll do the broadcast again again on Monday. But yeah, I'm going to lock it up. Say goodbye, Smiley. And you guys have fun.